guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I need to get some stuff off my chest. This is bothering me a little bit, but we're going to be talking about what I think, in my opinion, are the top 10 most overrated artists of all time. Now, some of these I had a past with, others not really so much. But I gotta get this off my chest, especially when we get closer to the end. I gotta get it off my chest, I'm sorry. You can even tell me that I'm being hateful or whatever. I'm gonna try my best not to be any hateful. But, numbers, we're going down from 10 to 1. So before I get started, if you do like these artists, that's great, keep liking them. More power to you. I'm glad you can enjoy something that I, for reasons, can't. So let's get into the countdown. Let's quit rambling and get into the countdown. Number 10, Slipknot. Now, I do like some new metal a little bit, but Slipknot, on the other hand, I have to say, I don't know. There is just something about Corey Taylor that I don't like. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but I just think they're overrated. I don't really have much to say. I used to like some of their stuff, but I will say Duality, whatever that song's called. The chorus is kind of catchy, but that's about it. Still an overrated band. They had to make the list. So, number 9, As I Lay Dying. I can't believe I'm talking about this. But As I Lay Dying is a band in metalcore. And that is, if you remember, they were the band with the guy that hired the hitman to kill his wife. I don't really listen to them because of that, but yeah. I just can't get behind that. Even if, without that, I would say, people without that, they don't bring anything new to the table for me. As far as metal goes, it has to have singing and not just screaming anymore. So yeah, As I Lay Dying at number 9. Number 8 does have a normal name, and that's Godsmack. Do not like this band. I do not like this band anymore. Believe it or not, I had history with this band. Mainly the song 1000 Horsepower and I Stand Alone. I used to like those songs, but I'm not saying they're evil or anything, but their name sounds bad though. I know they got it from a song or something, but that's just me. So, that's number 8, Godsmack. I don't like their name at all, but yeah, overrated. Number 7, Avenged Sevenfold. Another band I had just actually even more of a band I had even more of a history with. Avenged Sevenfold, I had, Nightmare, Welcome to the Family, and Afterlife. Especially Welcome to the Family, and I also liked Afterlife, mainly Afterlife more than the other songs. But the deal is, I don't know, their music started sounding too bad for me. I started cleaning up my act years ago, and now it doesn't mean I don't experiment with certain stuff like that, or I liking certain stuff, but it's just, whatchamacallit, I just don't like their music anymore. It just fell off for me. So I have to say they're overrated. Number 6, Tool. I'm not a Tool fan at all. Never really had history with them. Uh, I actually heard I heard something like a comment on YouTube who's saying that they were one of the most anti-Christian bands out there. I heard something about that. I don't remember. I didn't believe it first, but now I can kind of see it with the song Sober. But Tool, I'm just not a fan of. I never was a fan of. I can respect Maynard or whatever his name is, his time with the military and all, but I can respect that. But his music, I just don't like. So that's Tool at number 6. Number 5, All That Remains. I have to say, I don't have much to say. I never really liked this band either. No, their song F Love has some catchy drums, but it's just the bad language. It doesn't do it for me. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something about them I don't like as well. So yeah, I would say that I would say that the band All That Remains I used to like. I guess the Waiting One was kind of cool sounding until Sit and Watch Me Bleed thing. Funny thing is, I thought he was saying Satan wants me free, which isn't true. But that's not what he was saying. Thank goodness. Another thing to say, and that's all I can say, man. All That Remains is overrated. So I had to go at number 5 for them. They're not the most overrated, but pretty overrated. Number 4, Coulter Wall. Now we're stepping into some country music territory. I would say with Coulter Wall, I know he's trying to be the next Johnny Cash and all. I can respect that. A lot of these, whatever kind of country artists, Texas country, Red Dirt, whatever he is, I don't know which one he is. I can respect him trying to be the next Johnny Cash, but I will say it's not for me. I guess his music, I prefer Johnny Cash. So I'm going to listen to something like that, and I'll just rather listen to Johnny Cash. But yeah, I mean he's not the worst, but still overrated in my eyes. That's all I have to say. Coulter Wall, number 4. Now these 3, I would say, I 100% had a history with them as well. They're probably out of this entire list the one I had the history with the most. But and now but I don't like them anymore. They immediately fell off for me. And if you like them, that's great. It's just I don't know. I had a bad experience with the fans and walked away from the fan base. And every time I hear their music, it gives me bad feelings. I guess it gives me a bad feeling. Not like depressed, but I can't. It's hard to explain. It's just a bad feeling. But number 3, Randy Rogers. To me, Texas country is still overrated. It's good, but the fans, they're mean. That's all I can say. They're mean. Like I said, I had a bad experience, and I'm sorry for the previous video that was hateful. I can't even understand that. But I just had a bad experience, and every time I hear his music, it reminds me of a few things. And one of them being So yeah, number three, Randy Rogers. His music, I mean, I used to like him, I was said, and buy myself a chance, but whatchamacallit, just now it took a nosedive for me. So yeah, number three is Randy Rogers. Now number two, if you remember the last video, I tried to say something. I've tried to put a little bit of comedy in here by saying that I'd rather listen to Big Time Rush with Wiggles. And I will say, I gotta be honest, it is kind of true. Even though it's mainly a joke. But number two, Tyler Childers. You're probably thinking, what am I doing putting these underrated artists in the overrated category? Once again, it just gives me bad feelings. That's all I can say. I don't want to say anything. I'm not going to tell a big story. But Tyler Childers just gives me bad feelings, I guess, and reminds me of bad memories. That's the right word. And I would have to say, his music, I used to like a lot of his stuff, like Notice the Grindstone, Fettered Indians, what was the other one? All Yorn, and some of the others. Especially off the Purgatory and Country Squire album. But nowadays, I have to say, for the people that do know him, I don't think I know, except I've only seen one comment on YouTube that didn't care for his music. Everyone else just loves him to pieces. Like, he's the best artist of all time. I don't agree with that, but if you like him, that's great. But I don't know, he reminds me of the fans, I guess, and I've had a couple of bad experiences with the fans. And when I hear his music, once again, I'm gonna say it again, it gives me bad feelings and bad memories. Now, number one, but before we get to number one, I have a few honorable mentions. That being Tim McGraw, Stained. I forgot about Stained. I'm not a big Stained fan, except for maybe So Far Away, but that's it. So Far Away is just an okay song, a decent song at that. But if you like these two, that's great. And of course, we do have the entirety of modern day hip hop, like Cardi B and Drake and all them. But I couldn't name any single songs from them I liked, or that were catchy, or don't even know much of the songs except maybe WAP. But I already made a rant on that, or review if you remember that. So, yeah, I didn't want to talk about it again. So, yeah. Number one, Cody Jinks. Yes, I do have a reason to not like him now. Not just the bad feelings. One thing a lot of people think, I guess, I have to say, as a Christian myself, there's a lot of stuff in his music I do not like at all. I would actually consider calling it anti-Christian. I have a reason to say that. Cast No Stones, for example. Whatchamacallit? Put up your Bible? It's what it says? How is that Christian and godly and all that? And later in the song he says, I don't talk to Jesus. I'm sorry. That just sounds anti-Christian. So, I have to say, he's overrated at me extremely. Same thing about Tyler Childers, liked a lot of his stuff. Well, same thing about Cody Jinks. I used to like a lot of his stuff as well. But it took, uneven, when I heard that song, Cast No Stones, and the bad experiences as well. What I can say kind of crazy to me, the first words are, I don't go to church on Sunday. And what is Sunday again, guys? The Sabbath. I'm not trying to preach to you, but as a Christian, I thought that was wrong that he would sing that. So yeah, but even without that, he doesn't really bring anything really new. But yeah, I don't like his music. If you do, that's great. But don't force your opinions on me. It's gonna cause me stress probably. So, well, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if I upset any of y'all calling your favorite artist overrated or anything. But I have to make this video. I just had to. And I just wanted to make this video show what I think are overrated, but also y'all guys are nice to me. Y'all deserve to know the truth about me on bands and artists I don't like. So I gave this to y'all, special. So yeah, let me know if I'm being too hateful with my words, but I'm trying not to be hateful to this video. But hope you enjoyed it. Until then, next time.